Hello, welcome to Catch Up with Toiba, and today I'm going to be talking about the guideline for the graduate degrees application for the 2023 Global Korea Scholarship. The Global Korea Scholarship is already popular South Korean government scholarship, and I know there are a lot of information already on it, but today I'm going to be giving the summary of the already prepared guideline by the studyinkorea.go.kr website. Like I said, this document was prepared by the National Institute for International Education, and it was originally written in Korean and translated to English. So in case of conflict of interpretation, it is recommended to consult the Korean application guideline over the English application guideline. So the table of contents includes the program objective, the programs and the universities, the program quota, the eligibility criteria, the documents to submit, the selection procedure and schedule, applications and evaluation, the final announcement schedule, the scholarship information, and contact information. Other things that are contained in this document are the GPA conversion table, the contacts of Korean embassies, the contacts of universities, and the 2023 GKS graduate application frequently asked questions. So, this document contains over 50 pages of information, and I'm going to try my best to explain the interpretation of this provided information. To start with, what is the objective of the Global Korea Scholarship? It is designed to provide international students with opportunities to study at higher educational institutions in Korea for free in pursuit of academic degrees, which will enhance international education exchange and deepen mutual friendship between Korea and participating countries. So, what are the programs and the universities available? What are the programs available in the universities? We have the degree programs, and the first one that people are really interested in is the 3 years master degree program, which include the 1 year of Korean language program and 2 years of degree program. For the doctoral degree, it's like the master's degree, except that the doctoral degree program takes 3 years instead of 2 years. And for the research program, it's usually between 6 months or 1 year. For the application tracks quota, in total, the number is 1,300, but as you can see here, the general number is for the embassy track is 610, and additionally there is the overseas Korean quota of 20, the teaching professional quota of 15, research quota of 5, which brings the subtotal to 650. Then for the university track, there is the general quota of 360, regional university quota of 220, research and development quota of 60, the research quota of 10, and it brings the subtotal to 650. So these two subtotal gives the total of the 1,300. The available field of study and the universities. It must be noted here that all academic fields established by the GKS participating universities are available to be applied to by applicants. But the academic programs offered during evenings, such as night schools and such term programs, online and distant learning programs, they are not applicable in the scholarship program. Also, the applicants can apply to the universities and departments that are listed in the university information file attached on the GKS notice post in Study in Korea website. I will attach the link to this notice post in my description, so please check. These are the steps that you follow, simple steps that you can follow to get access to the GKS notice page where you can download the relevant documents. As you can see here, this is the list of the available universities by type. There are two types. There's the type A, which contains the 30 institutions, and the type B, which contains the 35 institutions. Going forward, the university application is available by 2 tracks. We have the embassy track and we have the university track. For the embassy track, the program is available at the available universities, and out of the two types of the available university, the embassy track applicants can apply to both type A or type B. But you must note that as an embassy track applicant, you may choose up to 3 different universities from type A and B, but you must apply to at least one of the universities from type B. For research program applicants, you must apply to one university among type A and type B. Again, for the university track, you must you can apply for the available programs in the universities listed, and generally you can apply to type A or type B universities. For the regional university applicant, you can only apply to universities in type B. For research and development programs, you can apply to these listed universities, and for research programs, you can apply to type A or type B. Please ask questions in the comments below if you have some questions regarding this area. The R&D program refers to research and development, and they provide R&D focused curriculum and field experience in research institutes and industries. The program is to attract and nurture talented scholars in the strategic high-tech industry to be beneficial to individuals' future career. Applicants for type B universities can apply to their desired program. For example, master's degree applicants for type B university can apply either through a general program or through a regional university program. As simple as ABC, right? For the program quota, at the embassy track, generally 610 scholars from 139 countries or region can apply based on the quota. Now, let's look at the general countries that we know. E.g., Bangladesh, there is a total of 5 quota. For Nigeria, there's a quota of 6 at the embassy track. There are so many countries listed here, and as you can see, it's contained on 2 pages. And for the overseas Koreans, 20 scholars from 12 countries or region, and for the teaching professionals, 15 scholars from 139 countries or region. Application is available for all 139 invited countries and regions. And let's go to the university track. 360 scholars from 53 countries or region, regional universities, 220 scholars from 44 countries or region. And again, we have Nigeria here. We have so many other countries like Egypt, like Senegal, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, lots of countries, which brings the total to 580 in the quota. And there is no limit on the number of invited countries. That is, this research and development quota is available for 60 scholars from all countries around the world. Here we have a simple breakdown of the number of recommended candidates by embassy and by university track. By embassy track, each embassy can recommend to the National Institute for International Education the following number of candidates. For the general, the allotted quota and 1 reserved candidate. For the overseas Korean, allotted quota and 1 reserved candidate, and so on and so forth. Everything is listed here on this page. For the eligibility criteria, now this is where we go to the serious business. First of all applicants must hold citizenship of NIIED designated countries that are invited to take part in the GKS program. And the list of these countries are already enlisted in the application packet. So please confirm that your country is one of the NIIED designated countries that is invited to take part in the GKS program. Now, aside from this eligibility criteria, there is these three important ones. The first one is applicant's parents or legal guardians must hold citizenship from another country other than Korea. That means this scholarship is not open to anybody that holds citizenship of South Korea, and if the applicants or their parents hold dual citizenship, such applicant is not eligible to apply. Dual citizenship with South Korea. Applicants and their parents who had previously held Korean citizenship must submit documentation issued by the Korean government that prove their renunciation of Korean citizenship. If an applicant's citizenship is changed during the selection process, he or she will be excluded from the evaluation. But this condition is not applicable to R&D program. Please note. Another requirement is the level of education. If an applicant is applying for masters, then they must have a minimum level of education of bachelor's degree. To get a doctoral degree, your minimum level of education must be master's degree. To get a postdoc degree, you must have obtained your doctoral degree. As an exchange professor, you must have at least the master's degree. And if you are coming to Korea through GKS scholarship for a program regarding education, science, culture, or international cooperation, the least minimum level of education required of you is a master's degree. Please note this, that if you are coming for as an exchange professor, you must be currently teaching at a university as a professor. And if you are coming for a program regarding education, science, culture, international cooperation with your master's degree, you must be a professional in the field of education, science, culture, or international cooperation. Okay, this is a very important notice that applicants must have obtained the required degree, which is the minimum level of education indicated here by February 28, 2023, before it used to be August 31st. So as the announcement is made in February 2023, it means that whoever is going to apply for this scholarship must have obtained their educational degree that is required of them here before they pursue it. Against before that, people can actually submit their document in August of this year. So when it comes to the grade, the cumulative grade point average of the entire curriculum from the previous degree program must meet one of the following conditions below. So for example, the previous degree for a doctoral degree program applicant is a master's degree program. So your score percentage should be 80% or above on the 100-point scale, or be ranked in the top 20 of one's class. Also, the CGPA must be equal to or above 2.64 over 4.0 limit, 2.80 over 4.3 limit, 2.91 over 4.5 limit, or 3.25 over 5.0. So if your university grading system or CGPA calculation system is either 4.0, 4.3, 4.5 or 5.0, you know exactly the CGPA required of you for this application. You must note that you have to submit an academic transcript with the CGPA or ranking information. And if you do not provide CGPA in any of the accepted CGPA scale, then the applicant must submit a transcript converted into one of the above GPA scale as a supplementary document. Another criteria is the age. All applicants must be under 40 years of age. That is, you have to be born after September 1st, 1983. And for academic professors in one of the official development assistance recipients, who are under 45 years of age, you are eligible to apply. The list of the DAC ODA recipient countries on 2022 and 2023 flows can be accessed in this website, oecd.org. For your convenience, the list of the countries are already provided, and you can see it contains some major countries. Here I can see Nigeria, I can see Cote d'Ivoire, I can see China, I can see Argentina, I can see Jordan, I can see Malaysia, Sudan, Rwanda, Nepal, and some really major countries, Kyrgyzstan, Honduras, India, Iran, and so on and so forth. There is also the Vietnam, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Tunisia, Togo, and so on and so forth. Let's move forward. Regarding health, all applicants must be in good health, both mentally and physically, to study in Korea for the full duration of the program. And on eligibility for teaching professional program, the embassy track applicants of teaching professional program must meet the following additional criteria to apply for the program. Applicants from all 139 countries or regions participating in the embassy track, current or prospective teaching professionals. The definitions for the current teaching professional is provided here, and the criteria for the prospective teaching professional is also provided here. Applicants must have majored in subject education fields like Korean language, math education, or in an education major like educational administration, educational technology, and so on. A person who has graduated or is expected to graduate from Korean high school is restricted from applying for this scholarship. This includes international schools in Korea, or a Korean university is not eligible to apply. A person who has graduated or expected to graduate from a Korean high school or a Korean university is not eligible to apply. A person who has graduated from an online curriculum from a Korean high school or a Korean university cannot apply. Also, a person who is currently in his or her final year at a Korean university cannot apply. You have to wait till you graduate before you can apply if you are in a Korean university. A person who has previously received scholarship for a degree program from the Korean government is not eligible to apply. A person who has previously enrolled at the degree program through a Korean government sponsorship scholarship program other than NIIED administered scholarship program cannot apply. A previous GKS scholar whose scholarship was cancelled after their enrollment. Cancellation of scholarship means that a GKS scholar either withdrew from the program or our scholarship was forfeited due to cumulative warnings during their scholarship period. A previous GKS scholar who had received scholarship from GKS non-degree program for exchange students can apply. Another exception to the rule is that previous GKS scholars who meet all the additional criteria below are eligible to apply. CGPA or score percentile must be 90% or above on a 100-point scale or be ranked in the top 10% of one's class. Must hold topic level 5 or 6. That's serious. Please note here that previous GKS scholars cannot reapply for the GKS degree program starting from year 2025 GKS graduate degree program. Final successful candidates of the GKS degree program from the past 3 years who have withdrawn from the program or was disqualified from the program prior to enrollment cannot apply. Duplicate submission. Embassy track candidates who passed the first round of selection cannot apply again through the university track. Embassy track applicants must apply to only one program among general, overseas, Korean, teaching professional, and research program. University track applicant must apply to only one program among general, regional university, R&D, and research program. University track applicants must apply to one university and one department. Please note here that it is very critical for you not to duplicate your submissions, and if duplicate submissions will be disregarded in the evaluation. If found out later that you got into the scholarship through duplicate submission, the scholarship will be cancelled even after the evaluation is completed. Also, there are so many other eligibility criteria set by other universities that are involved in this scholarship. So as an applicant, you must find out which eligibility criteria is set by the targeted university of your choice. All GKS scholars should achieve topic level 3 to proceed to their degree program. However, some departments of degree universities may have additional requirements. Some may say they want topic level 4, some may say they want topic level 5 before they can allow you to enroll for a degree program in the university. So you have to be mindful about these requirements set by each university or department. If you do not meet these requirements and fail to enroll in the university, your scholarship will be cancelled. Also, check the enrollment period set by each degree university or department. Scholars whose Korean language program is delayed, for example, if they return after a leave of absence or they couldn't pass their topic level to the required topic level by the university, they must check if their degree program is only available to start at a certain period of time. For example, if a specific department or major only allows students to start their first semester in September, relevant scholars may not be able to enroll in the degree program in March. Yeah, this is also very important. Now, this is an important area which requires us to list the document to submit for this application. The required document, all these documents are provided as a soft copy on the admission notice for the GKS, and the important ones are ticked already as required, and the ones that are not required are already ticked. So if an applicant is targeting a master's degree, the required documents include the application form, the personal statement, the study plan, the research proposal. No, the research proposal is not required for master's degree. You need a letter of recommendation, GKS applicant agreement, personal medical assessment, consent to collect and use personal information, proof of citizenship and family relation, and so on and so forth as listed here. So the document to complete means that you have to find and fill this document in the format provided and submit it to either the embassy or the university, depending on the track that you choose to pursue. But for the doctorate degree program, it has almost the same required application document as the master's degree, but the difference is that for the master's degree, you are not required to submit your master's graduation certificate or master's degree transcript, but for PhD, this is very required. So aside from that, there are also optional documents that you have to submit if you have them, but if you don't have them, you are not compelled to submit them. As a research program applicant, the number of documents that are required of you to submit are much more than that of the doctoral and master's degree applicant. So please note properly the document that you're supposed to submit and ask questions from people that may be able to provide answers for you. At the evaluation stage, at the application document for the first round of selection for both embassy and university track, the document to complete and the required certificate. The submission requirement is set by each embassy or university. So before you go ahead and submit document to the embassy or the university, please confirm very well that the submission requirements are met. Some universities or some embassies accept photocopies, electronic files, documents, and without certified translation for the first round of selection, while some do not accept it. The number of documents to submit also vary by each embassy or university, because there may be additional documents for you to submit and you may have to remove some that may not be important or set as important by the embassy or the university. So please note this list of the documents to complete and the required certificate. And also note here that all application documents sent to NIIED for the second round of selection must meet the submission requirement for the second round described in the following box. For the second round, the documents to submit are the forms which must be filled in English or Korean with applicant's original handwritten signature. There's no need to apostille or consular confirm those documents for the second round of selection. For the number of documents to submit, 1 set of original document plus 3 sets of additional simple photocopies of the document. For the university track, you only need 1 set of the original document. For the required certificate, submission requirement includes documents written in English or Korean. It must be apostille or consular confirmed. Documents written in other language other than English and Korean must be submitted together with a certified translation. Please note this. If your country belongs to one of the member countries for the apostille convention, submit your required document with apostille. The number of documents to submit for the embassy track is 1 set of apostille consular confirmed document, 3 sets of additional simple photocopies, 1 set of apostille consular confirmed document. When we talk about consular confirmed, that means it must be verified and notarized at the embassy. So they are called apostille document. These are some of the things to note when submitting application document. Application document for the first round must all be submitted in either English or Korean. Each embassy university may add or simplify documentation requirements at their own discretion. So please check with the embassy or the university for detailed information on application submission. Another thing to note is the application document for the second round of selection. Successful candidates for the first round must meet the submission requirement of the second round. And if any of the required documents are not submitted, or the application forms are submitted without applicant signature, his or her application document may be excluded from evaluation. So things are really strict, guys. Please take care and be careful. Carefully select and prepare all these documents before you submit them at the embassy or you send them to the university in Korea. All application materials submitted to NIIED will not be returned in any case. If a university requires additional documents like portfolio, applicants must submit those materials directly to the university. These are the requirements for each submitted property. So when we talk about the proof of citizenship, official certificates such as birth document, birth certificate, or family registered issued by a government that proves the family relationship between an applicant and his or her parents and their citizenship. If you cannot submit necessary documents due to an absence of parents, maybe they are divorced or they are dead, you have to provide additional documents like divorce certificate or death certificate. This is very important, and this has to explain the reason for not submitting their proof of citizenship. If applicant or their parent is not indicated in the above document, then you have to submit a valid passport copies. You do not need to apostille or consular confirm this, as they are supplementary documents. But if there is an ethnic group, birthplace, or current residency in the submitted document, they are not accepted as a citizenship information. If the passport is not available, please submit other government issued documents which have to be apostilled or consular confirmed, or a copy of an ID card that clearly indicates citizenship information, and you don't need to apostille or consular confirm as supplementary document. Regarding certificate of graduation, you have to submit a graduation certificate, degree certificate, or diploma that indicates the date of graduation or degree acquisition date. The graduation date must be prior to February 28, 2023. So if you are going to apply for this scholarship, you have to have graduated from school before or until February 28, 2023. The provisional graduation certificate or provisional degree certificate will not be accepted as a graduation certificate. It has to be the original graduation certificate, the degree certificate, or diploma. And regarding academic transcript, you You have to submit an academic transcript officially issued by the graduated university. If your CGPA is not indicated in one of the acknowledged GPA skills, you have to submit a transcript that is converted into one of the above GPA skills as a supplementary document. Note that a converted transcript is only valid when the relevant university official confirmed the document. When they confirm the document and the transcript is converted with a conversion tool such as scholaro.com, west.org, and this is the only acceptable ones when the relevant university officially confirms the document. You don't need to apostille or consular confirm it, but it should be authenticated by the university. Transcript indicated with a CGPA for the entire academic curriculum will be accepted, even if it does not have GPA per semester or per year. In such case, please put CGPA only and leave the GPA section empty in the application form. If a transcript of a transfer student that does not include the grade of the previous semester, submit an academic record of the failure of the university as a supplementary document. For proof of overseas Korean or adoptee, you have to submit the supporting documents such as family register or birth certificate that proves family relation between an applicant and his or her lineal ascendant. This is very important for some country. Please note. For those who need information on the proof of Korean citizenship renunciation, you have to support supporting documents issued by the Korean government that indicates details of the definite loss of Korean citizenship and its dates. Proof of Korean War veteran descendant is also required if you have it. It's also optional. If you have it, you can submit it. It is a certificate that is officially issued by the government that certified the lineal ascendant of an applicant was a veteran who participated in the Korean War as a foreign military. Also, if you are hoping to submit score report of Korean or English proficiency, for Korean you have to submit the topic certificate from the 74th to the 86th exam, and this will be recognized as valid certificate. You also have to submit an original printed copy of TOEIC score reports from the official website topic.go.kr. And for English, you have to submit TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, and the expiration date of the certificate must be February 28, 2023 or later. You have to submit an original printed copy of the test score reports from the official website. For other materials, you submit if they are necessary and you think that they can help your application process. Materials such as an award that can prove the activities of the applicant in the personal statement that you wrote or in the study plan that you already described, you submit in photocopied document. You do not need to apostille or consular confirm the document. For passport, you can submit a passport copy as a supplementary document if the proof of citizenship does not clearly indicate citizenship information. Items to note on apostille. So please note this, that required certificate, if you refer to the list of documents to submit, must be apostilled. If your document is unable to be reissued, please keep the original and obtain an apostille. Simple photocopies or notarized copies of the apostille document are not accepted. However, a certified true copy issued by a Korean embassy or a certified true copy issued by a Korean government by a government agency that initially issued the original apostille document are accepted. If an applicant graduated from a third country, he or she may obtain a consular confirmation from the embassy of the relevant country on the graduation certificate and academic transcript. Required certificates that are issued in digital format must also be apostilled on consular confirmed. If there is an expiration date on an apostille or consular confirmed document, the validity of the document will be judged based on the date indicated on the authentication, and if there is no specific date indicated, the document will be accepted if it was submitted within 2 years from the date of authentication. So this is the selection procedure For the embassy track, you submit your document for the first round of selection, and the recommended candidates selected will be recommended to NIIED, and the application document of recommended candidates will arrive at NIIED. There will be the process of the second round of selection, the third round of selection, and then there will be the final announcement. Same thing for the university track applicants, except for the third round selection window, which is not part of it. So this is the timeline for the selection of the applicants for the application track, embassy track, and the university track. For the first round of selection, you have the February to March, and the applicants that are selected after the first round will be recommended to NIIED in early April. The second round of selection will be announced in late April. The third round of selection will be announced in late May, and the announcement of successful candidates will be in late June. For the university track, the first round will be in February till April. The second round will be in late May. There is no third round selection, and the announcement will be made in late June. So this is a comprehensive selection timeline with important dates and deadline. So there is the announcement of application, which is currently ongoing. It was announced on February 10, and the announcement of first round selection will is also an important date, a deadline. The application submission, first round of selection, the recommended successful candidates to the recommendation of successful candidates to NIIED, second round of selection, third round of selection, notify applicants' choice of university, and then the final announcement of the 2023 GKS graduate scholars. It is each applicant's responsibility to check important notice posted on Study in Korea website. NIIED do not inform applicants individual of the each round of selection results. Application and evaluation. You can check the website of each embassy or university for the application period. And if you did not pass the first round of embassy track, you may apply to a university track. But you cannot apply for both after passing the embassy track application. If you pass the embassy track application and move on to the second round of selection, then there is no point applying for the university track, because this can jeopardize your chances for the embassy track. Successful candidates of the embassy track cannot reapply to a university track. This is what I just explained. And such applicants must check if they can meet the application deadline of the desired university. Please note this when filling out the application form for both embassy track and university track. You can only apply among universities and departments listed in the university information file. If an incorrect department is written on an application, such application may be disqualified in the evaluation. Your English name must match the name on your passport. Any error or discrepancies in your name, in your family name, given name, or middle name will cause a delay in visa processing. Family name is your last name. Given name is your first name. Applicants must check the completeness and authenticity of application document. Please note that lying or saying things that are not true, or providing a document that is fake, is very, very a criminal, and you are encouraged not to add that to your application document. Just be truthful and present your document as much as you can, as truthful as you can. All documents should be submitted as an A4 sized or letter sized document. Also, the application checklist. The documents must be submitted in the order of the application checklist, which itself should be the front cover of each set of application document. This number and labeling document on the top right corner, like this example. If a document is smaller than A4, attach it on a blank A4 size paper. If a document is larger than A4, Fold the document into a A4 size. For embassy track, you must check the following when filling in desired university. You must choose up to 3 different universities. You cannot choose 3 different universities from a single 3 different departments from a single university. You have to distribute it. Of the chosen universities, at least 1 university must be from type B university. Please note this, it is very important. If you fill out a type A university in a type B section, your application will be excluded from evaluation. You have to be reminded that if you choose all 3 universities among highly competitive universities, even if you pass the second round selection, you can still fail from all 3 universities in your final round of selection. This is supported by these statistics. The number of people that failed from this important notice that if you choose a competitive university, you can still not be selected at the end of the day. For the university track applicant, you should list 1 university on your application. So these are the evaluation points for the scholarship, the review of qualification. The selection team will conduct document examination like your citizenship, your level of education, academic grades, and so on, and verify whether as an applicant you are qualified for the program. There will be review of competency. The selection committee will evaluate your competency through document examination and oral interview. There is no oral interview in the second round of selection at NIIED. Vacancies in both embassy and university track. If vacancies occur in the second round of selection at NIIED due to insufficient number of recommended candidates or due to the candidate's ineligibility, the candidates from other countries may fill that vacancy. Authenticity check. If necessary, NIIED may inquire about the facts within the application material to the relevant government and universities. There will be additional points for applicants who hold a topic level 3 or above, and they will be given additional points of 10% of the total allocated point. Direct descendants of Korean War veterans who participated in the Korean War as a foreign military will be given additional point of 5% of the total allocated point. Also note that this notice is effective starting from the 2024 GKS election, both first and second round of selection. The applicants will receive additional points based on language proficiency in Korean and English. That is, points will be given to applicants with valid topic certificate based on their topic level, and points will be given to applicants with valid English proficiency certificate based on their test level in TOEFL, TOEIC, or IELTS. In the evaluation, there is preference for overseas Koreans and applicants from low-income families and underprivileged background. Applicants who applied for a natural science and engineering department in regional type B universities. Applicants who are currently teaching as a professor in natural science and engineering department or in one of the ODA recipient companies listed in section 4. Applicants who submit a high score of English proficiency test. Postdoctoral research program applicants in the natural science and engineering department. For the final announcement, the embassy track applicant who passed the 3rd round selection should notify their final choice of university to NIIED fair email by June 14, 2023, and you must not revise the university after the final decision is made. If a candidate disqualifies from all 3 universities in the 3rd round of selection, he or she will be excluded from the final selection. All these are just instructions for after the selection has been announced. Please note that as a final successful candidate, if you wish to withdraw from the program after the final announcement, you must submit a signed letter of scholarship renunciation to the embassy or to the university that conducted the 1st round of selection. Once the scholarship is renounced, it cannot be reversed. Final successful candidates who renounce their scholarship before the enrollment cannot reapply for the GKS program for the next 3 years. The repeated case of renunciation will cause a decrease in the number of country quota in the future. For the graduation certificate, the selected GKS scholars should prepare multiple choice of apostille or consular confirmed graduation certificate before their entry to Korea, because you need to submit your authenticated certificate to the degree university or to the embassy for visa issuance, or to the Korean Immigration Office for a renewal or an update of status of residence in Korea. As a GKS scholar, if you wish to proceed to your degree program after the Korean language program, you may return to your home country for a certificate reissuance if the required documents are not prepared in advance. All the application materials submitted to NIIED will not be returned in any case, because they have to be archived at NIIED for a minimum of 5 years. Final successful candidates residing in Korea who have Korean resident visa may not be able to receive a new visa for their Korean language program or degree program in Korea. To avoid any visa-related issue, after the final announcement, final successful candidates who are residing in Korea should contact the immigration office immediately to inquire about a new visa. The inquiry should entail the necessary procedure and require documents in obtaining a new visa. Entry airfare will not be provided to newly selected scholars who are residents in Korea at the time of the final announcement. You can check the applicable law and regulation. For final successful candidates, you must fully familiarize yourself with immigration and residency law, academic regulation of NIIED, and each academic institution. So these are some of the websites where you can get information regarding visa and immigration: immigration.go.kr, ikorea.go.kr. Entry support to Korea. Each university will purchase economy class one-way flight tickets on behalf of the selected scholar. If a scholar purchased the flight ticket due to unavailable circumstance, the airfare will be reimbursed by university after entering Korea. On applicant's initial arrival to Korea, any domestic travel fee within a GKS scholar's home country, entry airfare or visa application support will not be provided to scholars who enter Korea from a country other than the country's own country or citizenship. The round-trip airfare will not be provided to scholars selected in China and Czech Republic in accordance with the agreement made between Korean government and the government of two countries. So the scholarship information period. For the scholarship period, the master's degree program takes 3 years, doctoral degree takes 4 years, research program takes 6 or 1 year. For research program scholars and scholars who obtain topic level 5 or 6, they will be exempted from a Korean language program. And those who receive topic level 5 or 6 within the first 6 months of the Korean language program, they will be exempted from the remaining 6-month language program, and they must start their degree program in the following semester. Now let's talk about the benefits of this scholarship. You get the economy class flight ticket, the actual expense, you have settlement allowance. For monthly allowance, which we call stipend, you get, for masters you get 1 million won, and for doctorals then you get 1 million won, and as a researcher you get 1.5 million Korean won. The medical insurance is the standard amount set by NIIED that the scholars will have to pay, and it is provided as a benefit for this scholarship. The Korean proficiency grant is 100,000 won per month, and the research support fee is 210,000 and 240,000 respectively. Language training fee is on 1 million won, and for the university it's amounts that exceed 1 million won. The NIIED provides up to 5 million won tuition waiver, and the university usually provides an amount that exceeds 5 million won and the admission fee. This is the time that they pay this benefit. Important notes regarding scholarship benefit include: upon arrival, NIIED will provide a fixed amount of money for a private insurance premium until scholars are enrolled in national health insurance. The topic proficiency grants are only given to the scholars in a degree program who hold valid topic level 5 or 6. It will not be provided to the scholars in their Korean language program. If a GKS scholar withdraws from the scholarship within the first 3 months after the enrollment, they must return the full scholarship amount that they have received after being selected as a GKS scholar, like the entry airfare, the settlement allowance, monthly allowance, the tuition, and so on. Even if 3 months have passed since entering Korea, if the scholarship status changes, part of the already paid scholarship can be refunded or can be deducted from the next payment. For the admission fee, the Korean language training fee, and Korean proficiency grant, they are not provided to GKS scholarship in research programs. This is the contact information of the Korean the GKS Center at NIIED. You can refer to Appendix C for the Korean universities and their contact information. You can refer to Appendix B for the contact information of Korean embassies. These are some of the useful websites. For Korean language education, you can consult sejongakdang.org. For Korean portal, you can consult the korea.net, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, mofa.go.kr, visa and immigration, ikorea.go.kr, immigration.go.kr, higher education in Korea, you can consult academyinfo.go.kr. So this is the conversion table for GPA. This is the contact of Korean embassies in countries, and as you can see, the phone number and the email address of these embassies are provided. Let's look for Nigeria. The Embassy of Korea in Nigeria has their phone number, their fax number, and their email address provided. So you can go through this appendix to find out for your own country. For the United States, there are 5 centers, in UK, in LA, in Chicago, and there is the main embassy here with the phone number provided. Here are the contacts of universities in Korea, and it contains how many numbers? It contains over 50. This is 63, 64, 65. Let's look for the Kyungpook National University here, Office of International Affairs. So you can direct your inquiries to KGSP at knu.ac.kr. Now, let's go to the frequently asked questions about the GKS graduate application. Should I submit my parent passport copy? Here, the answer is that it is necessary to submit an official document, an applicant birth certificate or family register that proves you and your parents' relationship. If the document does not include you and your parents' citizenship information, then you have to submit an additional document. My father has deceased long time ago, and I cannot provide his proof of citizenship. If you are not able to issue your parents' proof of citizenship due to your parents' absence, divorced, or died, then please provide supplementary document that explains the reason for not submitting their proof of citizenship, like divorce certificate or death certificate. My parents and I hold different citizenship. Am I eligible to apply for the program? Yes, you may, as long as you and your parents do not hold Korean citizenship, and if you have a citizenship of the country that is invited to the GKS degree program, you are eligible to apply. The country is not listed in the 2023 GKS-G program. Can I apply for the program? The quota allocation is decided based on the mutual agreement on cultural and educational cooperation between Korea and participating countries. All applicants must hold a citizenship of the GKS partner country except for the R&D program. R&D program is open to all countries around the world. R&D program applicants must directly apply to their designated universities, since the program is only available under a university track. Questions regarding degree. I'm expected to graduate from my degree program in March 2023. Am I eligible to apply for it? No, you are not eligible because the recognized date of degree acquisition is February 28, 2023. So please note. This also applies to current GKS scholars who are in their final semesters. It takes 1 year in my country to get a diploma after my graduation. Can I apply with my provisional graduation certificate? No, only an official graduation certificate, degree certificate, or diploma is acceptable. I have a master's degree. Can I apply for a master's degree program in a different major? Which degree certificate should I submit? You can apply for master's degree while holding another master's degree. If you are applying to a master's degree program, you should submit a degree certificate and academic transcript of your bachelor's degree. In this case, your GPA of your bachelor's degree should meet the grade requirements in the application guideline. Providing your master's degree certificate and academic transcript is optional. I'm currently in my master's degree program at a university in Korea. I'm eligible to apply for the master's degree program at another university. If you are graduated from a Korean high school or a Korean university, or if you are currently enrolled in the final year of a degree curriculum, or if you are about to obtain a degree at the Korean university, you can now apply for the GKS degree program. If you are not near the graduation, you may apply for the program. However, if you are selected as a GKS scholar, you must drop out of the Korean university you are currently enrolled at and start the degree program under GKS as a first year. Transfer credit from a previous university will not be accepted. Applicants who are residing in Korea may need to return to their own country in order to issue a new visa for their Korean language program or degree program. In this case, their entry airfare will not be provided. Regarding grades, the grades in my transcripts are different from the GPA scales in the guidelines. How may I submit the GPA? So as you can see here, there is an answer provided for each questions that are asked, and if your GPA is below 80, are you eligible to apply for the program? If you are ranked within the top 20 of your class, even if your score percentage is below 80, along with your original transcript, please submit an official certificate or a letter from your university that your grade stands within the top 20 of your class. There are so many questions regarding this scholarship, and I know that if you download this document and go through it, you can also check through and see the answers to your questions. Thank you for listening to my talk, and I will provide the link where you can download this document on the page of studyingkorea.go.kr. Thank you, and talk to you another time. Bye.